What is going on, warriors and farmers of Tamaris? Back again with more Call of Dragons content. In today's episode, I'm going to show you guys the ultimate guide for the brand new gear sentry in the Call of Dragons. This is a brand new behemoth added in the season 3. There are so many cool features about this behemoth. Today, you're going to see everything that you need to know to take down this behemoth. If you're new here, subscribe for more content. Like the video, share it with your friends, drop some comments down below. Let's get right into it. Alright, warriors of Tamaris, brand new season, brand new behemoth. This one is known as the gear sentry, added in the season 3. I'm going to show you guys everything that you need to know about this awesome behemoth. You're going to be fighting in a layer known as a purification prison. Every now and then, the gear sentry is going to do a special fighting skill. When it does that, it's going to divide the purification prison into 5 quadrants. Each quadrant is known as a spirit cell. So there will be 5 different spirit cells. Each spirit cell has been assigned an elemental affinity sign. So let me show them to you. This one is the affinity sign of this spirit cell or quadrant. This one right here is the affinity sign of this quadrant. This one is the affinity sign. This one is the affinity sign. If you know how to recognize the signs, I think you should be good to go. Another thing to know is the gear sentry is going to put pillars inside the layer. These pillars are going to make the gear sentry very strong, so make sure you destroy them as fast as possible. As soon as you destroy all the pillars, the purification center is going to close again and the gear sentry is going to come down and you can fight it. When you destroy this pillar, it's going to drop a mana stone on the ground and you can use it for healing. Another thing to know is that inside each spirit cell, there will be 2 portals. So all these 2 portals have different symbols. These portals can help you move from one quadrant to the next or from one spirit cell to the next spirit cell. So make sure you see the portals and see where it is going. You're going to get in a lot of trouble in each one of these 5 spirit cells. So use these 2 portals to go to the correct location and you should be good to go. And now let me show you all the different fighting styles of this behemoth and how you can dodge them. Alright, warriors of Tamaris, let's begin with the good stuff. This attack is known as the lightning weave. The gear sentry is going to put 2 different beams in the layer. It's going to be a cross beam. Make sure you use one of these portals to go to a different spirit cell. That way you don't take damage. Make sure you go to the correct spirit cell and you should be good to go. So this is the first attack of the gear sentry. It's pretty much straightforward. If you pick the wrong portal, you're gonna go in the wrong location and take a lot of damage. The second fighting style we're gonna have a look at is known as the light blade. So there is a beam that shows up from the chest of the gear sentry and it goes around the prison, the purification prison in a circle. So it just goes around catching anybody on the way. Again, every single spirit cell has 2 different portals. So make sure you use the correct portal to go to the correct spirit cell, that way you don't take damage from this lightning blade wheel. It is pretty much straightforward. This behemoth is not too difficult. You just have to know which portal to use and you're pretty much good to go. The next fighting style is this one right here where you see 2 different pillars inside the layer. Like I said, you need to destroy these pillars as fast as possible. If you don't, these pillars are going to make the gear sentry stronger. And if you don't destroy them as fast as possible, the gear sentry is not going to come down and you're going to remain in this fighting phase for quite some time. So the faster you destroy them, the faster you get this prison center to close and the faster you can destroy the gear sentry. This is the trick. This next attack is known as the secret judgment. As you can see here, the quadrants have been marked red. This is big trouble for anyone who is in these quadrants with the red markings. As of right now, pretty much everyone needs to go to this quadrant right here, which is safe. It is the only green one. Everybody in this red quadrant is going to take damage. So make sure you use the correct portal to go to this green one. You might have to jump from here to here and then use the correct portal to go over here. Because if you keep using the wrong portals, you could jump from this one and go to this one and then go to this one again. So make sure you plan your path properly. You still have time before this thing charges fully and does damage to you. So jump from one portal to the correct one and then go to the green one where it is safe. That way you don't take a lot of damage. This is what it looks like if you don't go to the correct portal while this thing is charging. So make sure you jump from the correct place and go to the correct one. The Secret Judgment is gonna do so much damage, like 90,000 damage on each one of your troops. So make sure you jump to the safe portal and you don't take a lot of damage. Moving on to the next fighting style, this one is known as the Light Blade Aura. So with this one, you need to stay close to one of the portals. As soon as it gets close, you enter the portal, it's gonna take you to a different one. And then you need to wait next to that portal because this thing is gonna go towards the center, then it's gonna come out. As you see here from this image, it started from the outside, it came all the way to the center, then now it's coming back out again. So if you use the portal, make sure you stay next to it because this one is gonna come back out. As you can see here, anyone who is here should go to this portal because this portal is going to teleport them here. So you wait for this thing to get to this point right here, the point that I'm marking, and then you enter this portal. It's gonna take you to this other portal and you will be safe. You won't take any damage. Alright, Warriors of Tamaris, we're gonna check out the last most complicated attack of the gear sentry. This one is known as the Elemental Resonance. Basically, the quadrant is going to be divided into 5. You're gonna have 5 different spirit cells. Each spirit cell has its own elemental affinity sign. You can see the affinity sign from the edges of the spirit cell or the quadrant. So this is the affinity sign. This is the affinity sign. This one right here is the affinity sign. This one is the affinity sign of each quadrant. So basically, this gear sentry is going to put elemental affinity signs on different people. So if it puts a sign on you, make sure you go to the quadrant that matches the elemental sign that the gear sentry put on your legion. That way you don't take damage. Because when this stage is done, the gear sentry is going to send a wave and destroy anyone who is in the wrong quadrant with the wrong elemental affinity sign. So these are the elemental affinity signs. You can see them from the edges of each quadrant. So we go on to the next image. This is the sign. As you can see, this guy has been given elemental affinity sign, but he's in the wrong place. And so is this guy, and so is this guy. There are many people in the wrong quadrants right now. They are going to take a lot of damage if they don't go to the correct place. So make sure you use one of the 2 portals to go to the correct one. Sometimes you might have to jump from here to this portal and then find the correct portal to take you to your final destination. So make sure you be on the lookout for that. And this is what happens if you're in the wrong quadrant. As you can see, there are multiple people here who are in the wrong quadrant because of the wrong affinity sign. So if the sentry put the sign on you, make sure you go to the correct place. The next fighting style of the gear sentry is known as the 5-phase alteration. In this phase, the gear sentry is going to mark spirit cells with red markings. As soon as you see that your spirit cell is red, make sure you get out and go to the one that is not red. Because when it fully charges, the gear sentry is going to send a fire wave and do so much damage to you. As you can see here, 90,000 damage. So this is one of the fighting style of the gear sentry. The 5-phase alteration. Make sure you get out of the red phase. And that's pretty much it for the gear sentry. You just need to know how to use the portals correctly and then recognize the affinity signs and you should be good to go. Make sure you destroy the pillars. As soon as you see that your spirit cell is red, make sure you go to a place that is not red. Recognize the affinity signs and you should be good to go. When you see these beams, make sure you stay next to a portal, you teleport, and then this beam is going to come back again and you teleport again. So this is pretty much everything that you need to know about this brand new gear sentry. We were able to complete the regular and the elite. We got the frame. So enjoy the remainder of the show, guys. I'm going to put the video of us fighting this gear sentry. Let me know down below if you have more questions. Enjoy the show.
freaks. All of you. Don't worry, you'll die nice and quick. Watching and waiting is what alchemy's all about. Life left. Or plan to try some of this. move.